Hello, everyone. My name is Zhengjie He. Today, I'm going to talk about the chemical recycling of plastics. At present, more and more environmental problems caused by plastics have attracted more and more people's attention. At the initiative of the country, we have carried out many environmental improvement measures for plastics, such as mechanical recycling and biological recycling, some of which have achieved good results. Today, we focus on chemical recycling. In my opinion, it is the key factor whether plastic recycling can really change. I would divide my presentation into third part, which are alternative methods of mechanical recycling. Chemical recycling needs more attention from the government and the public. Challenges of chemical recycling of plastics. Let's discuss the first sub-issue. Chemical recycling is an alternative method of mechanical recycling. To do that, I think the first thing we need is to understand what is chemical recycling. At the first point here, shows chemical recycling is a way through chemical methods, usually the use of heat, with the help of a catalyst to break the stable chemical properties of the plastics and produce new substances. However, the mechanical recycling usually just grinds large plastic into small sizes and reduced. Therefore, when plastic waste is more particles, mechanical recycling is not so useful, but chemical recycling can be used at this time. And because chemical recycling can completely eliminate the limitations of traditional recycling, so I believe that in the future, more and more mechanical recycling will be replaced by chemical recycling. Now, let's move to the next sub-issue. From the 2015 data here, we can clearly see that the proportion of plastic recycling in reality is very unsatisfactory. I think we have a lot of space for progress, and the government will be the most important role. As by implementing appropriate policies, it will attract a large number of companies and organizations to invest in construction of chemical recycling. Now we can see some good changes in the world, but there are still many places that need our attention in plastic recycling. Well, let's take a look at the third sub-issue. Objectively speaking, chemical recycling faces many challenges. The first challenge is that plastic has stable chemical properties that cannot easily be broken down by microorganisms, and it is not easy to find a new way to change it. The second challenge is that there are many small particles of plastics due to years of mechanical recycling, which means that it is particularly difficult to collect plastics, and the chemical recycling is the treatment of collected plastics. So it is also very important to improve the collection rate of plastics. The third challenge is that chemical recycling technology needs to be improved as soon as possible, as plastics are now widely used, and there is no perfect substitute. It will do great harm to the world if this plastic waste cannot be effectively treated. Finally, let me summarize today's discussion. As mentioned earlier, traditional plastic recycling methods have limitations in many aspects because mechanical recycling cannot completely solve the environmental protection problems, but the improvement of chemical recycling technology will bring changes. And only when the public pay more attention to environmental problems, it will bring new opportunities to environmental improvement. But that's all of my presentation. Thank you all.